Hello, Big Team. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizziefaye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. And today is the day that I clean out my camera app on my phone. I have got several video clips that I've been filming from, I think, as far back as September 1st. And I need to show those to you if I'm ever gonna, so that I can get those off my phone and make some space. So I'm going to divide it into a couple of different videos. I've been saying for a while that I'm going to show you what I've been doing with my eBay business for any of you who might be interested in that. But today I'm going to put together all of the Bookish footage and just, string together these clips of various book shopping adventures, little free library visits, and stuff like that. Well, it is like that. That's what it is. And before I get to that, though, a couple of you might remember that on September 1st, like prior to September 1st, I announced that I was going to be starting two new projects. One of them was to sell on eBay, which I've been doing pretty well with. And the other one was to start a diet. So I never did any kind of follow-up videos, but I did film some footage of what Emily and I ate on our very first day doing the Eat to Live sample diet. And that is a book by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. So I filmed just tiny little clips of what we ate, and I may as well show them to you because, I've got it. I may as well. Now, we did do the sample diet pretty well the first time, although I have to say it was a pretty difficult diet to follow, at least as far as the sample diet goes, because he wanted you to make a big recipe of like stew or whatever, every night of the week. And I'm just not that much of a cook. What I will usually do is maybe cook 2 to 3 nights a week, and then we'll have leftovers on the in-between days. And any day that I don't have leftovers and don't want to cook or don't have time to cook or don't feel like cooking, I'll just say it. There are days, many of them, I don't feel like cooking anything. Then, we'll get some takeout. So, I didn't really stick with the formula for the Eat to Live diet. I have pretty much adopted a vegetarian lifestyle, not vegan, but vegetarian. My daughter Katie is completely vegan. And I have been trying to do better about, eating more healthy. I have not followed a real strict diet. I did go back after doing that sample diet in an older edition of the book. Then my sister sent me a newer edition, and I did a few days of the sample diet. But by that point, I was like, this is just way too much cooking. If somebody would cook it for me, then I'd be fine. Anyway, long story short, I've lost about 15 pounds, 15 to 16 pounds. It fluctuates. And, I could have lost more. But going forward, I really do want to get back to really getting serious with eating healthier, eating cleaner. And I don't miss the meat at all. I have to say, though, doing keto, which I did back in 2015, wasn't that difficult. I think this is probably more difficult. But I don't know. I've got to do something. So anyway, I'll show you the clips really quick, and then I'll come back and tell you about the Bookish footage that I have coming up in this video. And by the way, before I show you this clip, I start right out saying that it's August 1st. It was not August 1st. It was September the 1st, 2021. August 1st, 2021, day one breakfast for Emily and myself on the Eat to Live diet. Okay, lunch is ready for day one for Emily and myself. It said pita pockets with hummus, and I went ahead and added some bean sprouts just to give it a little bit of a crunch. And then it said lettuce and tomato with apple pie salad dressing. And when I followed the recipe, which has apples and orange juice and cinnamon, it pretty much comes out like applesauce. So, never had applesauce on a salad, but, we'll give it a try. And then it said 1 or 2 pieces of fruit, so I split a banana between the two of us, and we're ready for lunch. I almost forgot to show our dinner from day one. This is acorn squash supreme, And the vegetable stew doesn't really have a name, but I followed the ingredients it said to use, which includes zucchini and stewed tomatoes and Swiss chard and mushrooms and onion. So all in all, the food that we made that first day and really that week was very good. I just don't have the stamina or the discipline or the motivation to do and prepare that much labor intensive food every day. So I'm going to have to really make a concentrated effort to start doing more meal prep, like one day a week, just get everything ready for the week. I need to purchase more quick to fix salad ingredients and things like that. And also just plan ahead some menus that are easy to fix so that I will just, so that I'll know what's coming up and not have to struggle. That was one thing I really liked about doing the sample diet, was that someone told me what to fix and gave me the recipe. I just need the recipe to be a lot simpler. So anyway, my goal by the end of the year, or really by Christmas, is to lose another 55 pounds. And so I hope I can do it. I know I can. I just have to really put my mind to it. So let's get on to the bookish content of this video. In the first clip, or the next clip, this is going to be some footage we took in Orlando on October the 3rd. We had just kind of taken a family excursion to go and eat dinner at a full-service vegan restaurant that Katie had found out about. I think she had gone there once before for takeout, and she talked us into heading up there on a Sunday afternoon after church to just to have a night, an afternoon dinner out with the family. And that's what we did. And then we were en route from one restaurant to another place that had Italian ice that we wanted to get for dessert. And we passed by a little free library. Well, my family wouldn't stop. I was not in the driver's seat. I was in the back seat, and they wouldn't stop. And as I was trying to talk them into doing a U-turn and turning around, we ran across another one. Well, we didn't run into it. We went past one. So I, was able to persuade my husband, who was driving, to please go back around the block and stop at that one. So here are the next, I think, 3 clips where we stopped at some little free libraries in Orlando, or it was really more the Winter Park area. So we're in Orlando today, and this is not the first little free library we've spotted, although my family didn't really want to go back to the other one that we saw first. But then when we were talking about whether we were going to go back or not, my husband spotted this one. So we did a U-turn and came back around, and I'm going to see what's in here. It's cute. It's got a lot of books in here. It's a J.D. Robb. I don't see anything that I necessarily want, but it's always fun to look. I don't have anything with me to leave if I did want to take something. Like Wobegon. Heard of Bill Canto. Insurgent. Let's see, there's something in the back. Snowman at Night. So anyway, there is the top shelf. So I'm not going to pick anything up, but I thought it would just be fun to show you. I hope to have a GoPro type camera here pretty soon so that I'll be able to film these type of things more regularly. So while my family were driving around the block to come back and pick me up, they spotted another one on the next street over. And look how cute this is with the bench and everything. So I have a great family. Someone next door is getting some kind of work done. Look how adorable that is. I almost wanted to turn the camera, but anyway, I almost did it. I don't know how that would work, but anyway, look how cute. Oh my goodness. The other one was kind of dusty. This one is well taken care of. It's on a busier street. What's that?
I got one of those for sale
Well, I've got the stuff to make one. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, there's a copy of Alex and Eliza. I don't have anything to trade today. Is this yours? Hang on, I want to talk to this guy. Okay, I'm back. So the guy was super nice. This is his little free library. He said he's got another one that he wants to sell for $250, which, I mean, if it's like this one, you know, that would definitely be worth it. Anyway, I was just looking back to see if there was anything I might want, but I hate to take anything and not put something in since the owner is right here. But I just wanted to give you another look, and this looks pretty awesome. So that was really fun, and I still have not yet made it back up to that area to try and find the one that we missed, but I'm pretty sure that I can find it. So the next clip is from October the 11th. I was in Lakeland, Florida, and I was in the area where I knew of a little free library that I had visited a few times in the past, so I thought I would just stop by. And it's in a beautiful area in a very nice neighborhood on a lake, and I'll show you the footage. This is a really nice little free library that I enjoy coming to whenever I'm in this area. Sorry, the camera is bouncing because I'm walking. I got my new camera, but I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, so hopefully the next one of these will be a better camera for walking and vlogging. Anyway, this is in another town in my county. It's in a beautiful neighborhood. I don't get over here very often, and it looks like it is very full right now. You can't see the bottom of this, but if you go to my Goodreads group, the banner on my the banner picture on my Goodreads group is actually the bottom of this. There's a quote here that I really liked. I can't even remember now what it says, but anyway, one day when I was here and it wasn't very full, I took a picture of the bottom, and that's what I use in my Goodreads group. It's kind of a bookish quote, as I recall. Anyway, so let's see what's here. Take out some of these and see what's in the back. I didn't bring anything to trade if there was anything. Oh my goodness, I think I've heard of this book. I may have this book. How Lamar's Bad Prank won a Bubba-sized trophy. That looks hilarious. I think I may have that. I know I've heard of it, and it just like looks hilarious. It's a great title. Anyway, if I can get it back in without damaging it. Oh, and there's Crispin, the Cross of Lead. It's a good one. I've got that. So anyway, I didn't know I was coming to this area. Oh my goodness, I have to take this because my friend has been looking for the first two of this series so she can start reading it. And God just led me here today because I didn't even know I was going to come to this little free library. And I will come back again sometime soon and bring something to replace it. Not that they really need anything. It's pretty full. I can't even get these others back in here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to turn the camera off so I can put these other books back in, and I'll talk to you later. So the next bit of footage is from November 23rd, which was the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and Katie invited me to tag along with her to Tampa. She had a test to take at University of South Florida, so I had a chance to have some time on my own to do some book shopping and find some little free libraries, and I had a really fun day while she was having a test day. So I went to a couple of used bookstores, and I did do a little bit of footage at those places. I found at least 2 little free libraries. I'm trying to think if there was a third one or not. And I know that the last one I wasn't able to get any footage because my phone was dying. But before that, I also stopped at a local library and did some book shopping at their library bookstore. So I'll just string together the footage that I got from that day and let you see part of the adventures that I had. So I am in Tampa today with Katie, and after I dropped her off at her, on campus for her test, I first went to Dunkin' and had a coffee and downloaded the Little Free Library app and found that there are quite a few Little Free Libraries in this area. And then I was kind of lamenting that I didn't bring anything with me that I could trade. But first I decided I would come down here to one of there's two used bookstores in this area. I've been to this one before, and there's another one in the nearby area, according to the map, that I have not been to, so I'm going to check it out. But when I got here, I looked, and lo and behold, they have some free stuff. I've already kind of eyeballed it. I haven't been over there to grab anything yet, but there are a few books that would be worthy of trading out in a little free library. So that's what I'm going to do after I check out the other used bookstore, is take what I find here and go check out a few little free libraries, and then I'll have something to trade. So when I get in the car, I'll show you what I bought here in Mojo's. I have already been inside and did some shopping. I got 2 books, and I'm super excited, especially about one of them that I found, and I will check in with you in a little bit. So I wanted to show you real quick what I bought in there. But before I do, I want to just tell you that over there in the free bins, I found quite a bit of stuff. Some of it, I mean, there may be a couple of things in there I maybe even resell. Definitely a lot of it was completely appropriate to trade out into a little free library. And whatever I don't need today, I will put in our little free library back in my town. So I'm excited about what I found, and I'm so excited about what I bought. I just realized that the edges of the pages have a little bit of brown spotting, but that's okay. I forgot I was even looking for this, but I found the illustrated version of Lark Rise to Candleford. I read this back in February was it February? No, when was it? June. Duh, for Pastoral June. Pastoral June was not in February. Anyway, I would still love to find the full-length version of this, but meanwhile, this is the version that our library has, and it's gorgeous. So I usually never have time. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. I usually never have time to look through the whole store, and their fiction section is really not that big. But this time I had a little more time to explore the rest of the store. I went back to the back where they have the middle grade and YA and all of that. And I have now completed my set of Land of Stories. This is Worlds Collide. I always think about George Costanza from Seinfeld when I see this title. And if you are a Seinfeld fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, $4.99, and I think all of these that I have, I did buy new, and so this one I'm assuming is used, but it's really in like new condition. So I've only read the first one. I do want to continue on and read the rest of these at some point. And I'm excited now to have the rest of the series. So I'm going to go to the next bookstore, and then we're going to go on a hunt for some little free libraries. Okay, so I'm still in Tampa. I'm at bookholders.com, and this was such a random assortment of books. At first, when I was walking towards the door, I could see in the windows, and it looked like it was all textbooks. But they did have other, fiction books and whatnot. But it was semi-organized by genre, but not even that completely. And I did end up getting a couple of romance books. One I'm going to put in the little free library because I was looking for some Christmas stuff. And the reason I got it was because I wanted to, not walk away empty-handed. And they had a big section that was 2 for $1, and you had to get 2. Otherwise, it was 1 for $1. So I picked this one out for me. Runaway Heart by Jane Peart, or Pert. I don't know. I hope I don't have that one. I think I have another one or two from that series. And then I just went ahead and grabbed this one, The Doctor's Christmas by Marta Perry. And this will probably go in the little free library that I just dropped off some Christmas stuff this morning and realized I didn't have as much, Christmassy type books to put in there as I thought. So anyway, here's what I think is the situation with this store. I think it's probably someone who, they probably sell books on Amazon, and they probably have just accumulated books. I'm sure people give them books. I'm sure they do book pickups for people or whatever. So they have a pretty extensive online catalog, because in the store they have a row of computers, and he said, here's where everything is in the store, and then if you want, you can go and look up books on the computer that we have in the back. So I think they rent out this place to use as kind of their warehouse storage for their online store. And then all the other stuff that doesn't really have a big online value, they just sell in the store for cheap. So that's my impression. I didn't ask anybody if that was the case, but I mean, that's really, you know, what it feels like. So the stuff that's in the store is just thrown on the shelves. It's not very neat. I mean, a couple of the shelves are at least standing straight up, but there's other things that you can tell it's just like, oh, toss that on the shelves. That's not worth anything online. So it was interesting. But the store, I don't know what kind of building this store used to be, but there's huge windows, and that lets in a lot of light. So most of the books on the shelves facing the windows are faded, which is kind of sad. Anyway, I did get a couple of books, and I'm always, you know, appreciative of anybody who wants to sell books because I like to shop for books. So they do have, obviously, an online store, bookholders.com, if you want to look them up online and see what they have that they could ship to you if you don't live in or near Tampa, Florida. Okay, so I'm at a little free library that's at a little park, like a neighborhood park in Tampa. It says, according to the Little Free Library app, that this one is run by a Girl Scout troop. And yeah, there it is. A Girl Scout troop 3011. There's not a lot of books in here, and I picked up some Nancy Drew books at the bookstore where I was. And so I think I'm gonna straighten up a little bit here and then put some books in here that would be appropriate for that age group and others. Let's see here. Put the paperbacks up there. I'm sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. One of these days I am going to get my action camera going. Here is even a bag. It says, "Stay gold, pony boy, stay gold." From The Outsiders. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to go to the car and I'm going to get some books to add to here. What a fun neighborhood. There's an ice cream truck going by. Alright, so I picked up several middle grade YA books in the free stuff that I just got at the bookstore. So I'm going to put in The Hero and the Crown by Robin McKinley. That is a Newbery winner. And here is a copy of The Lightning Thief. Looks like there might be a, sorry about that, there's a bookmark in it, but I'll just leave that in there. Someone might need a bookmark. Right. And then there were two Nancy Drew books. The newer of the yellow editions, Secret of Redgate Farm, Secret of Shadow Ranch. So, put those there. An Encyclopedia Brown. This one is maybe the first one, but it looks like a nice new edition. And then here is something called Princess Academy by Shannon Hale. It is it's a Newbery Honor book. I have not read that or even heard of it. I wonder if that's one of like a newer one. This one I think is YA, Delirium by Lauren Oliver. I'll put it up here. It's a little thicker. And then Box Trolls. So all of those I got completely free, and so that adds a little bit more to the box, and hopefully somebody will enjoy those. Okay, I have stopped at the Temple Terrace Public Library, kind of to go to the restroom and also to see if they had any books for sale, and sure enough, they have a book sale area right inside the door. And a nice little store. Hello. So the last bit of footage was from December 4th. Katie and Emily and I went to 3 different market slash festival type events all in one day at a town in our county. And the first thing we went to was a farmer's market, and I don't think I took any footage there. I did meet another vlogger while we were there at that market, and I have since subscribed to her. She does a lot of local vlogging around Disney and other local places. So I think her channel name is now The Backyard Tourist. So I will leave her channel linked down below. And if you subscribe to her channel, be sure and tell her that I sent you. So then I went to, we went to a big annual craft fair that they have once a year in the park in that particular town. And that was fun. So then we kind of hung around a little bit because there was going to be another special indoor market at another location in downtown. And I can't even remember the name of it now, but it was pretty noisy and it had a lot more high-end things. Katie found a few things that she got, I think, for Christmas gifts and for herself. But all I had to do was walk in and I discovered there was a bookseller there. And I was so excited. I ended up taking a little bit of footage there and I did buy a book. So I want to show you that footage, but just know it is very loud in there. And I had to talk above that in order to be heard. And I hope that it's not too loud. Just know, be prepared to pull your volume down a little bit, especially if you're listening with earbuds right now, because the background noise is super loud. So let me show you that, and then I'll come back and wrap things up. So we are at this really cool event. There's a lot of vendors and whatnot, and this lady right here has a mobile bookshop. So she goes around to expos, the different shows, and sells books around our county. And she says she's got a vintage trailer where she, travels around. So that's pretty cool. I just wanted to show her. And here is her card. So I was excited to find books. We also just went to a thrift store. I've actually been to 2 different places book shopping today and didn't find anything. But I did find a book in the little free library that's nearby. So it's not a total loss as far as books go. So I got a book. I bought this, Seinfeldia by Jennifer Armstrong. I had never heard of this. It's nonfiction and it sounds awesome. So I hope you enjoyed all of this Bookish book shopping / little free library footage. It was fun doing all of these things. And as I mentioned in a couple of the clips, I have purchased an action hero camera that's like a GoPro except less expensive, but I have not yet really figured out and taken the time to figure out how to use it. I do plan to do that one of these days, and then I'll go on a full little free library tour of all the ones that I can find in my area. But for now, this is what I have so far, and I just thought it would be fun to go ahead and share it with you before it gets any older than it already is. So that is it for this video. I hope you'll come back again for my next video, and I appreciate you watching this one. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.